An exclusive. This past Sunday morning, a routine traffic stop on 151st in Overland Park by an Overland Park Police Department member. Until it wasn't routine. An officer suddenly pinned between his patrol car and the car he'd stopped. I talk with that officer in the hospital tonight. Officer Trenton Gunter sits in an Overland Park Regional Hospital room tonight with cuts all over his right arm and 2 broken bones in his leg.
They did surgery and I've got a titanium rod in my tibia now that runs through it, and it's secured by 2 pins.
He describes what happened. He'd stopped a car and
as I'm walking back, I hear screeching, which I'd recognize as a sound of tires either trying to brake hard or swerve. And I heard a crash. And I tried to jump as I was running left, and my car basically rotated, and so the back driver's side of my car pinned me between my car and the trunk, basically, of the driver that I had stopped. My legs were up in the air. I was able to turn enough that I was able to get my elbows onto the ground to support me.
He radioed for help. It came, and then he called his wife.
One of the first things I said to her when I was on the phone with her, laying there on the ground to let her know I'd been in an accident, was just, don't ask me to find another job.
He had to make that point because this was the second time he's been hit while on a stop. In January 2014, he was in his patrol car on 435.
While I was in the car, I was rear-ended by a drunk driver.
At that time, he had a concussion, 7 staples in his head, and 2 deep sutures. Officer Gunter hopes people can learn from his misfortune to avoid distractions when driving.
Whether it's people playing on their phones or whether they're eating in the car, putting on makeup, cars are designed now with a million different distractions.
Distractions which can put you, others, and officers in danger. Officer Gunter says he could leave the hospital maybe as early as tomorrow. We'll keep up with him.